Hello everybody, this is Moletrap, and we are doing this. I'm sorry, I've got Diggity with me as well. And in case you didn't catch the names there at the front, this is C versus JangBi, and we're basically doing a special follow-up secondary commentary of the week. And there's a very special reason for that I'm going to explain to you right now. And the reason is that this is one of the options for the commentary of the week. It actually came in third. It got a significant amount of votes, but someone very important voted for it and recommended it in the forums, and that person is VioleTAK. And for those of you that don't know, we would not be here right now if it were not for VioleTAK. I got into Starcraft because I found some random boxer videos on VioleTAK's account, and I was like, whoa, this is awesome. And he actually used to put the kind of stuff that we talk about in our videos in the video descriptions on his videos, and that is what got me interested in the pro gaming scene. And so if it weren't for him, I wouldn't have gotten involved in StarCraft in the first place. And then of course when he decided to kind of retire from StarCraft, he obviously, you're watching it on, look at the account name that you're watching this right now, yeah, that's VioleTAK. He gave us his old account to use so we could do longer games as well. So basically we owe our commentating to VioleTAK, and so as a tribute and a favor to him, we're going to do the game that he wanted to see as commentary of the week, and we're very much looking forward to doing this game because it is going to be a good game as well. These are basically some of the top players in Pro League right now. Basically, he's been one of the top winners of Pro League games for the last couple few seasons. He doesn't do well in the individual leagues, but in Pro League, which is this is a game from, he's a monster. And JangBi, of course, has been owning things left and right as well. So we're expecting some top level play. And again, just in general, thank you very much to VioleTAK officially and publicly.
Yeah, that's the same thing I didn't get to say anything, basically. You said it all. Basically, Moletrap was like, check out this vid, and that was on VioleTAK's account, whatever. It's like, oh, and I was like, wow, this is awesome. And then he sent me another vid, and I'm like, screw it, I'm just subscribing. At that point on, I was basically watching VioleTAK vids for freaking forever, and then I found Classart, and then, it was kind of all downhill from there, so special thanks to VioleTAK. Anyway, we got C starting in the upper right-hand corner in green, we have JangBi starting in the bottom left-hand corner, and I think orange, and oh, no, that barracks was lifted off right at the wrong time, that probe almost it is able to sneak through, it's going to be able to get the spot. That was beautiful timing, lucky on JangBi's part, I gotta call that luck. Because you can't plan that any better, so it's going to be able to see that supply depot in that factory going down. It'll be a minute before that probe gets killed and kicked out of the base. In the meantime, it's going to get an eyeful of information. JangBi got that, has that first cell produced. Also looks like he's got that cybernetics core down. C starting to get his C's going to produce a marine to try to hunt that probe running around down. I don't think he wanted to invest in that marine. I think he want to just go straight factory. You might have wanted to actually take that back anyway, simply because now that JangBi has spotted his base. Oh my goodness! And JangBi managed to kill the SCV there, just to slow that factory down a little bit. So that probe is just a hero probe right now, sneaking underneath enemy lines, knowing that he was going to die on a kamikaze run, and kills an SCV that's building a factory. That guy is they just need to make a little monument for him.
Yeah, they're gonna edit this map and change it so there's a little placard on the map from now on. And C getting his own scout in, he's gonna be able to get an eyeful, as he put it, as well. But he's not going to be able to stick around long enough to get any tech information or anything like that. That Dragoon is going to take out it takes out the SCV. So C is not going to know what JangBi is going to do, and we've seen well, I guess oh my god, the probe is still alive. How is that probe still alive? Oh my god! It's like the most ninja probe in existence. The Marine has been chasing that probe around for like 10 minutes, and the probe is still alive. Oh man, this is like an Ascension probe. It's like Super Probe, and it's still... Jesus Christ. I can't believe it. Now he's going to have to worry about that Zealot, so he's going to have to move his Marine to the front door as well. Okay, no, the tanks... Finally a tank comes out, and he's able to take on the probe with equal forces and try and block the harassment on his front door. Tank out pretty early, and JangBi doesn't have many Dragoons out or anything like that because he's expanded. So C's going to be able to deal with that harassment without any problems. Tank is going to be able to force back the Dragoons, but without doing anything. And C expanding as well, so he's trying to keep up economically. getting that engineering bay. It looks like C's going to play kind of defensively to start off with.
That's pretty standard with C. Yeah, he's getting that engineering base, so he doesn't have to worry about the Reaver harass as much. Wants to make sure he gets a good turret defense up, and we'll see if he presses up from them. Looks like range upgrade is going for JangBi, so JangBi playing a pretty standard game here. He's obviously not going to go for an observatory, obviously not that important at this point. He saw the engineering bay go up as well as the additional expansion, and now it's going to come down to an interesting game. Pretty solid economics on economics game. I take it back. I completely lied. Stargate going up early for JangBi, so JangBi's going to play some sort of... It'll be interesting. Maybe he'll shift to the Arbiter tech like we saw him do on this map against Flash. Maybe trying it out again. Maybe he's going to go quick carriers. It's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, we've actually seen JangBi go quick Arbiters twice against Terrans on this map in the last couple weeks. I think it was him that did it twice. Yeah, I think he did it against someone else after he did it to Flash. And it worked that time. It's also possible that he saw, I'm sure he didn't watch our commentary of the week, but he saw the game from last week where Best went quick carriers on Flash, and caught him off guard, and owned him with quick carriers off of 3 bases. So we're going to see let's see. They're waiting on that probe to see if he makes
carriers.
There's the fleet beacon. It is carriers, yeah. Usually you see the carriers earlier on, and if it's later game, then you see the arbiters. Although, as you said, he went quick arbiters before, so who knows. Another probe.
Yeah, additionally, you'll see Templar tech along the way.
Yeah.
This is a really interesting situation, because we have an academy down as well, so usually you won't see Terran players put down an academy alongside an armory, but I'm going to assume that just kind of... C's just trying to adjust for a little bit of that hull and that Flash build. Not producing as many troops, but he's just relying on the fact that JangBi isn't going to attack him. That's just some straight psychic powers right there. I don't think he got any additional SCV scout. He is setting up. Let's see if he has any turrets down, because those turrets will really be the key. If he puts turrets down, that'll be a difficult situation. Maybe he's just playing JangBi, knowing that JangBi has gone kind of quick tech that direction. He's going to get that comsat station up, but keep in mind that carrier there, that it's at an off position. But I think once he does scan and he sees that there's a big lack of gateways, he's got to expect something here.
Yeah, I think that's a strong possibility. Once those 2 comsat stations go up, usually when you put your tech, there's not enough room to put tech in your expansions. So I would actually expect C to see this, because he's probably going to scan the main area to the north and then probably to the side as well. Although it's going to be touch and go to see if he actually does spot it or not. He also, there's no reason. I was going to say he might be saving the comsat in case there's Templar, but he doesn't really have a reason to suspect Templar at this point. Templar probably would have already been shown if they were coming out, I think. So hard to say. Yeah, both players just building up here. I didn't see, is he trying to get a 3rd base, or is he just building up troops at this point? I didn't see if he was putting a command center or not.
Looks like C's building up some troops, and interestingly enough, looks like JangBi's got a pylon up near C's base. He's got a pylon up, and I'm not sure what else. It looked like just the side shift. Maybe that was just kind of a funky camera angle off the first-person view. And but there, we already see a couple Goliaths on. Looks like C's going to make a push, and if he does make a push right now, I think this is going to catch JangBi out of position. I don't think JangBi has enough troops really to deal with this. So the question is we'll see. C is pushing. I was going to say the other option is to push up to try to hold it. Now C's got to run up with these forces and just try to delay C as long as possible. If he does not stop this push, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. He's got to slow it down, try to get some gateways down, maybe get those 2 carriers out, but even if those 2 carriers out, maybe he can run up and pick those Goliaths off. But it looks like C's just producing Goliath after Goliath at this point. Honestly, yeah, as you can see, C stopping him about mid-map, but wow, C just doing a fast push. Nothing slowing him down, just going pace by pace. I think JangBi just doesn't have the carriers out in time. I think C's just going to be able to run over him here.
I wonder if he comsatted and we didn't see the comsat go off, and he knows that this is coming out, and maybe that's why he decided to push now. He did have the Goliaths coming out. It could have been just to deal with shuttles, but he might be expecting this as well. Now, obviously, the carriers are... he is aware of them. They've shown themselves. He's going to push in anyways. You can see he's producing all Goliaths from his factories and just rally them to this front line. He needs to protect those tanks, though, because... JangBi cancels the expansion knowing that he can't hold it. Pretty smart move. In just the last second, that expansion was just warping in. So JangBi canceling it, I think that was a smart move. And he needs to take this stuff out right now before C gets critical mass of Goliath, and C is just pumping out Goliath right now. He doesn't quite have enough interceptors, and what JangBi's trying to do is he's trying to pick off the tanks, because once the tanks are gone, he's only producing Goliath, and C JangBi will be able to deal with the Goliath with Dragoons a lot easier. And JangBi being a little bit careless, leaving his carriers there. Okay, they're not getting target fired that much, but things looking really bad for. Oh my god! If the tanks siege up and kill that pylon, they've already killed. Oh my god! They've killed half of JangBi's probes. This looks horrible for JangBi. JangBi trying to do a little bit of a counterattack, but I think it'll be a lot easier for C to hold his main than it will be for JangBi to hold his main at this point.
Yeah, JangBi was trying to cut off some Goliath reinforcements there and hoping that the carriers would be able to take out a couple of those Goliaths there, but as you can see, it's not to be. And wow, C with a killer look on his face. Those tanks just bearing down, not even bothering to siege, just tearing everything apart, and those 5 Dragoons that are in the base just aren't going to get it done. JangBi gonna GG, and it looks like C's taking the match. That was just awesome on C's part. That looked really solid, and wow, I was about to say that C didn't look like his normal just dominant self lately. He is winning games, but not winning games really authoritatively, and that was just an authoritative win right there. It looked like, wow, JangBi went up to try to slow that down, and C had none of it. He just pushed right through.
I'm reminded of a quote, and I might misquote this a little bit, but it's something along the lines of, "I read your book, you magnificent bastard." C, basically, he saw what Protoss have been doing on that map consistently lately, and he countered it. That's basically what there was to it. He said, "I know what you're doing. You're going quick air. I'm not going to have any of it," just like he said. And yeah, C pushing at just the right moment with just the right forces, and dispatching JangBi's strategy very, very effectively.
Yeah, that was just a dagger straight to the heart right there. That was beautiful. Beautiful play by C. And I'm actually excited to see him in the OSL and the MSL if he keeps playing like this now, actually. Because that was impressive. JangBi actually losing, that might be 2 straight now as far has he played a game in between this and Flash?
He's played a couple games. I don't remember exactly what they were. I think he's played, though, in the Star Leagues. I could be wrong. I just think he's played something else. But in any case.
Why don't I look it up while you talk?
Yeah, that was a surprisingly quick match. I was expecting the way they were setting up for things to go a lot longer, but like I said, C he was actually. I'm really curious now if he actually comp-satted that and he knew because he was able to scout, and that's why he pushed out, or if he just kind of sensed it and just decided, okay, look, everyone's been going air, I'm going to move out right now and just deal with it. It is interesting that JangBi seemed to be doing almost exactly the same build that Best did the other day against Flash. So I wonder if he watched that build and copied it, or if came up with it. Well, I mean, it's kind of I guess it's not that crazy of a build that he couldn't come up with it himself to go 2 base carriers, but yeah, C had seen it before.
Yeah, so really fast, I meant Best, not Flash. But if you're curious, the last couple games, C, 2 losses in a row, which JangBi hasn't seen since the MSL, and prior to that, he hasn't seen since MSL Season 4. So he's gone since MSL Season 4 without 2 losses in a row. That's pretty crazy across the board. Sorry if there aren't any spoilers, but that's a lot of games winning right there without 2 losses in a row. But that's 2 tough opponents as well. So, but yeah, from flat. Yeah, so basically, let's go over the list, which might take a while. But so there's the 2 losses to Cal: win against Zergboy, win against Anytime, loss against Com, win against Nada, loss against Zero. And then there's a big win streak from Go Rush to Anytime again, and then he loses 2 in a row to Much and Free in the MSL. But if you exclude that, beat Shark, lost to Flash, beat Stork, lost to Nada, beat Huation, beat Com, and then Best in C now. So he's been playing in this past month just fantastically. But losing, even in his losses, losing to big names. But that's the first time I've seen him lose 2 in a row in a while. So props to him as well.
Yeah, C has been playing pretty well lately as well, but he's been he hasn't had the same luck. Basically, he's going to have to step up his game if he's going to do. Because I think last season a lot of people thought that he was going to end up going far in the what was that, the MSL, whichever league he was in, and he didn't go very far at all.
He was
He
in,
lost to
yeah,
Light in the round of 16. So I
yeah,
know he's capable of it because he was playing better last
MSL.
season, but he's gonna have to step it back up. I think um, if he's gonna take on some star leagues, and this is a sign that he does have what it takes, and he might be able to step it up. In fact,
Anyway, I don't think I have anything else to say. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
yeah. And again, all kinds of thanks to VioleTAK. We would not be here. I would not have my favorite hobby if it were not for him. So, thank you again to him, and of course to everyone else that helped me get in it. I mean, Clazart was a big part of me getting into Starcraft too. So, special thanks to him as well, of course, and everyone else. And while we're at it, I guess thanks to Basie for uploading games for us all the damn time and making it so that we can actually watch these things. Again, it'd be really difficult to get a hold of games without Basie, so I might as well put him on the list of people that are important to my StarCraft addiction as well.
Yeah, it's just forget Rideable though. Leave him out.
All right. All right. Hope everyone enjoyed that game. Take care.